Alright guys, today we're going to be going over the ring maze tournament puzzle. Here's the box. That's what the package design looks like. As you can see, if you look closely, it's the tournament model and is labeled as such on the box itself. Here's what's in the box. We have the instruction sheet with the steps listed if you would like the solution. Now in the box we have the puzzle itself in packaging. Just remove it from that. Okay. So there's two pieces to the puzzle. Well, there's the rings and then there's the wand and the base. Okay, here are the 9 rings, all attached around the wand. This is how you receive your puzzle. Okay, here if you see at the end, on the base itself is a T, which stands for Tournament Model. This is the model that you need to have in order to be in the tournament. Underneath, you can see all of the pins that are actually held separate so that the rings don't get caught and tangled up together in this particular puzzle. Okay. You can see that the wand is firmly attached. So what I'm gonna do is show you the first few steps on how to solve this puzzle. Okay. You need to remove the first ring. Okay. And then it drops through the wand itself. This allows you to move the wand back, and you can pull that third ring up and drop that through the wand itself. Okay, now you have to put that first ring back on the puzzle. So slip it back through 2, put that back up through the wand, and then you can remove numbers 1 and 2 together. Just take them, pull, and drop them both through the middle of the wand. Okay. And first one. So the first 3 rings have been removed from the wand. You're basically going to have to repeat this sort of motion back and forth to get all the way up. So we want to remove ring number 5 now. It's basically an every other ring sort of thing. Okay, so now that 5 has been removed, we have to remove 4. In order to remove number 4, you have to put 3 back on, so you have to put 1 and 2 back on, drop 1, put 3 back on, then drop 2 in order to remove ring number 4. Then to put everything back onto the wand, you basically repeat the steps that you took backwards. So instead of every other one coming off, it goes every other one going back on. So easy enough. Just go ahead and put all of these back on. You need to put 1 and 2 back on in order to get 3 back on. You have to drop 1. That way you can pick up 3. You basically cannot remove a ring without the ring immediately before it still on. In order to drop a ring, the ring in front of it has to still be on, and the ring in front of that has to be gone. Okay, so we're putting 3 back on it now. Then you just put put that back through, put ring 1 back on, and everyone's back. And it's connected again. Okay, again, if you'd like the solutions, it's all here. Each step is there. To be honest, I learned the first few solutions and then I figured it out myself. Just remember these 2 facts. Every other move is adding or dropping the first ring. To add or drop rings 2 through 9, the rings before these have to be on the wand before rings 2 through 9 can be added or dropped. Okay? Okay, and don't forget, the tournament model with the T at the end of the base is the only one that's accepted in the ring maze puzzle tournaments. Okay, you can see on the box if it's labeled tournament model. Now we'll show you again from a different perspective. Alright, you've got the 9 rings all on the wand. Okay, go ahead and remove ring number 1 and drop it through the wand. Okay, this allows us to remove ring number 3. Ring number 2 has to be on in order to remove ring number 3. You'll pull it through, up, and drop it through the wand. Alright? And slide the wand back through 2 and then push 1 back up through the wand. And now we can remove both number 1 and number 2 at the same time by dropping them both through the wand. Alright, that leaves the first 3 rings out of the wand. You basically repeat that same pattern all the way up. Now let's remove 5, drop it. Now we'd have to drop 4. In order to do that, we'd have to put 3 back on, and so we would put 1 and 2 back up, drop 1, and then put 3 back on, and then we could drop 1 and 2, and then drop 4. Now, if you're going to put them back on, you basically do everything you just did in reverse, okay? So we would have to put 5 back on, so we drop 1 and 2 back through, okay, and slide it back, put 5 back up through the wand, so it's back on. Now we have to put 3 back on. In order to do that, 2 has to be on, so put 1 and 2 back on, drop 1. In order to pick up 3, we have to drop 1. See? Then slide the wand, then you can put them all back on, and ta-da!